Kenny, are you still in a bad mood?
Am I in a bad mood?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just waiting for my Pro-Tri News hat.
Well, yeah, but you were all bitching this morning that because Prime's leaving.
I think it's a horrible mistake. Going to Dallas, nobody wants that job.
Is he signed? Has he?
No, but he's gonna sign. Don't you think he's taking it?
I hope not. You can't.
I think he's taking it.
In college, you can bring the hype and talent. In the NFL, you're kind of stuck with what you have.
Well, time will tell, right?
Yeah.
But you're not. You're upset about it right now. You're firing on all cylinders.
I definitely have an opinion, that's for sure.
I'm more scared of.
Pat, what are we doing today?
Gwen is doing skills with my dear friend Daniel Holloway, who I've been bike racing with since I was 17 years old. But Daniel is far, 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 far more accomplished than I ever was. So I think if you checked, he's probably got 20 national championships between road, criterium, and track. So he's more than qualified to be speaking with Gwen. And is honestly maybe one of the best bike handlers I've ever seen. Period. He does that so I can stay married. I was the cone guy today. Where were the cones? I brought those over. Might not use them.
And Jamie, you're in town.
Yep, just here for a few days, so 2 sleeps. Head back to New Zealand today, so yeah, as I leave here in half an hour, another 24-hour sort of travel awaits me, and I'll head back to summertime. Just been in the Basque Country on holidays for 4 weeks, and then came back here to see Gwen and Pat, George and Stanley for a few nights. Yeah, we ran yesterday. Well, Gwen ran, I rode the push bike, so that was good. She's looking very conditioned and strong, and yeah, functioning, going really well. So swam this morning with Julie Dibbins' group, which is fantastic for Gwen to have a swim with Julie a couple of times a week. So that was all good. And yeah, here's a ride in the sunshine. It's quite a nice day today, so yeah, she's excited to ride outside before the weather closes in. So no, it's been a good couple of days to stop in, and good to see how the house is running and check out George. I haven't seen George for a year, so he's a year down the track, and check out Stanley's newfound independence. I think he's finished with his parents now, and he's ready to take on the world. So yeah, as long as Dad keeps paying the bills, I think Stanley will be fine. He'll make his way in the world.
We saw Stanley for about 30 seconds after school yesterday, and then I bumped into him again. I was coming home from my ride, and I saw him in the neighborhood at 4:50, and I'm like, "What's going on, dude?" And he goes, "I'll be home at 5 with Tim." And I'm like, "Okay." And then I saw him after 5 for a little bit, but yeah, he's on his own program now.
He's spreading his wings.
Yeah, big time.
That was reckless. Practicing just straight line drills of just like here, you know, and just like getting that window small, because what's happening to you, it sounds like, is there's people who has a higher comfort level, right? And they're going in deeper, and you're following in, and all of a sudden alarm bells go off because you're like, we're too fast, too deep. And then you scrub too much speed. And then they're carrying momentum, and so when they're coming out of the corner, they're going 25 km an hour, you're going 18.
Exactly.
Push it up a little bit.
Yep.
skills are how guys like me and Daniel ultimately stay relevant in bike racing still, because you can rely on your abilities to make up for your lack of fitness. So, you know, I don't get to ride as much as I used to, so I got to make up for it by doing skills. So having little nuances and, you know, the ability to do, I'll call it micro recovery, makes a big difference.
Do you know a fun fact about Daniel? My favorite fact? Do you know what it is?
No.
When I broke my collarbone, I rode my bike to the race. He had to take my bike home. Super pro, he stopped my head unit so I could count my ride.
That was you.
That was me. Looking out for one another.
Pat, does the work ever stop for you?
I have a 2025 New Year's resolution that I'm gonna do 90 minutes a day of no phone, and I feel I back end that. I typically do that. I start that at 7 p.m. But I do feel like I've been abiding by that. I've been doing a good job of leaving my phone downstairs at 7 p.m. and then I don't see it. You know, I typically wake up at about 5:30 or 6, and so then I walk downstairs and then start my work at that time. Oh, how was the workout? Oh, is that good?
Yeah. Okay. One of the best things I learned was that I should let go of my brakes more slowly, not abruptly, so that it doesn't feel like when I'm going around the corner I'm going from braking to accelerating. So yeah, it's good. I haven't been outside in a long time, and when I have, it's been on the mountain bike because it's been cold and icy and snowy, so it's just kind of good to try to go around corners at speed when I haven't done it for a while, so yeah.